So it's a great pleasure for me to be here. Also, I'm Kevin Oates. I'm the head of Asia for Marine Money. I've been coming to Busan for many, many years. Busan today is unrecognizable from Busan about 15 years ago when I started coming. Last night we were in the BIFC on the 63rd floor with that magnificent view. And when I first came here, BIFC was still a hole in the ground and there was nothing there at all. So it's quite amazing how Busan has grown. We're living in very interesting times, and geopolitics is top of the list in terms of issues affecting business decision making. From analyzing all the noise coming from main political centers around the world and assessing best business partnerships to drive forward your business, executives from all sides of the industry, from ship finance, from ship ownership and operation, from shipbuilding and from trading, they must weigh up all the data and they must make their decisions. Within our industry itself, there is also much debate about the future generation of vessels and which alternative fuels will be preferred. What technologies and items of digitization will make for tomorrow's winning vessel designs. To discuss some of these issues, I'm extremely happy today to be interviewing Sig-Won Park, who's Executive Director, Strategy Industry Finance Group of K-Sure. Mr. Park, thank you very much for coming. And Ryan Lynch, who's President and CEO of Hanwha Shipping. Ryan, thank you very much also for coming. And maybe the best way is just to start is just to ask both of you to very briefly introduce yourself, who you are, your responsibilities. Mr. Park first, please. I think it's on.
Okay, thank you for having me. And before I introduce myself, it's a great honor. And I'm really happy that in maybe 7 years ago, I participated in this Marine Money Forum in New York. And luckily, it has evolved more efficiently and in a more very industry-friendly way. And this year, especially K-Sure has a kind of certain rules to accommodate these gatherings, so I'm happy about that. And good morning to everyone. As introduced, I'm Sig-Won Park. I'm the in charge of the Strategic Industry Finance Group in K-Sure. And I'm currently serving as an executive director. And K-Sure, in this business group, we overseeing 3 different segments. One of them is Maritime Finance Department.
Thank you. Mr. Lynch?
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Lynch. I'm President and CEO of Hanwha Shipping, the newly established ship ownership division within the Hanwha organization. We are a company that has 3 pillars of operational capabilities. The first is deploying the new technology from our tremendous Hanwha research and development system. We're connecting the many different maritime-centric pillars within the organization, the shipbuilder, the ship ownership, and new technologies. And then finally, safe, secure, and robustness in maritime transportation, specifically around supply chains in and out of Korea. We're very proud of that Korean heritage, and we're very thankful for all of you for welcoming us to Busan. We look forward to seeing you quite a lot more here.
Thank you. So, Mr. Park, the first question is for you. I mean, K-Sure has been active in supporting shipping both in Korea and international for many years. Is there currently any kind of vision or activities within K-Sure in this changing shipping landscape which involves such a big focus towards the environmental transition?
Yeah, actually, K-Sure used to have one business group unit for medium and long-term financing. And this year, we expanded our medium and long-term finance group into 2 separate business groups. And this group is the Strategic Industry Finance Group, as I introduced, which I'm in charge of at the moment. As the name suggests, this new group is meant to facilitate financing for new industries. Actually, maritime finance or shipbuilding industry is not a new industry, but we are currently encouraging Korean shipbuilders to introduce AI to their manufacturing processes, and also we'd like to encourage Korean ship owners more eco-friendly vessel fleets to be launched, etc. And a department in charge of a seemingly very traditional shipbuilding industry, though, but we are on the realm of this new group. This is something that emphasizes our plan to actively promote strategic initiatives such as environmental and digital transformation in the shipbuilding industry. And to be more specific, from the environmental side of things, K-SURE is operating on internal guidelines to give a kind of a preferred terms for the companies applying for our mid to long-term programs that are showing exceptional performance from an ESG perspective. In addition, there are various environmental discussions on the OECD stage. In the midst of this, we are currently acting as the vice chair of the informal expert group on the ship sector. Understanding actively facilitating such discussion, we are also actively supporting new projects involving environmentally friendly vessels. By way of example, just a few months ago, we have provided support for 2 new liquid CO2 carriers, and we are in discussions with various potential projects regarding the hydrogen carrier or hydrogen liquefaction facilities.
Very good, thank you. And Mr. Lynch, I mean, the mission statement of Hanwha Shipping states that you are committed to becoming a global shipping leader by providing sustainable logistics and energy connectivity through a focus on safety and technology. Can you please tell us, what kind of vision you have in mind, and also what kind of time scale is anticipated, and what scale or size of business you hope to achieve within that time scale?
Well, as we all know very well, the scale of the business has to be global, and it has to be massive, because the capabilities here in Korea, they are tremendous, and they're a global leader. And so our mission is to develop those capabilities, both as Hanwha, but to be able to connect to the tremendous resources such as K-SURE, KDB, KXM, and really let's move the system forward. We have to operationalize all the capabilities that are endowed to the Korean people and the Korean maritime enterprise. So the scale is tremendous. That's our ambition, and we want to be ambitious about our scope. Now, what practically are we doing? Well, it's difficult to connect the finance to the laboratory to the deployment. Now, of course, we have tremendous partners here in Korea on financing these next generation capabilities. There's a significant laboratory and maritime system here in Korea that will facilitate the next generation technology. The missing piece is the deployment into operations. That's what we at Hanwha Shipping have taken a hold of, and we hope to bring. What starts here in Korea will be seen in the whole world through the technological lens. So what is the scale? Well, nascent investment in new technology. It could be as simple as a laboratory study, a research paper, or an actual engineering marvel that comes out of the Hanwha Ocean Shipyard, just south of here. It doesn't matter what it is, but we at Hanwha want to support it in every way. And so what we found is that through the modality of being a global ship owner, understanding what need be done on the robustness of operational capabilities, that's where we can make a very material difference. And that's what we're very proud of. Hanwha is a large enterprise, and Korean Maritime is a global leader. Let's connect these dots through the ship operation channel. Let's own the next generation of ships, and let's make sure they get to the water, and the world knows how capable and sophisticated this Korean system is.
That's wonderful, great. Mr. Park, again, what programs does K-Sure presently run to support the shipping industry?
The basic and the main program is our mid to long-term export insurance to support Korean shipbuilders and to give comfort for the banks for financing those ships for those shipbuilding. And through this program, we are able to provide support for overseas ship owners, and we are also able to support Korean shipyards. By providing favorable financing conditions to ship owners through this program, we are able to provide Korean shipbuilders the edge in securing future export contracts. That's our main goal, to promote Korean exports. And we are also aware that many Korean companies, including shipbuilders, are looking for opportunities to invest abroad. Last night, Korea-US made a trade deals, so this kind of trends will be expand a lot. A very recent and relevant example is Hanwha Ocean and Hanwha Shipping, and also the Philly shipbuilding company, who is actively expanding its activities to the US. Examples are activities such as the establishment of Hanwha Shipping and the acquisition of the Philly shipyard, as I said. K-Sure is also operating programs to assist with those kind of investments or activities abroad as well. And a major example is our overseas business credit insurance program, which is not directly related with the Korean export. It's actually, its goal is to promote Korean entities' overseas business. Yeah. This program covers non-payment risk of loans provided by financial institutions to foreign entities that are undertaking business activities expected to assist in the promotion of exports of the acquisition of foreign currency.
Thank you. Mr. Lynch, so we're talking about owning and operating vessels equipped with the cutting-edge technology and next-generation capabilities. And my understanding is to date you've ordered LNG carriers and oil tankers, which you call next-generation vessels, based on Hanwha R&D products. And you're also considering orders for ammonia and ethane carriers and LOCO2 carriers, which are perhaps more sort of future-style vessels. Can you please tell us about these initiatives and how these vessels will be different from today's generation of vessels?
Great, thank you. Well, yes, so we at Hanwha Shipping, we have two parallel pathways. One is supporting our affiliates in the United States, and of course, supporting our affiliates here in Korea. So we have ordered ships both in Philadelphia and in Hanwha Ocean. LNG carriers, MR tankers, VLCCs. Coming up will be LPG carriers, ethane carriers, and LCO2. Now, what's different about each and every one of these ships? You know, ostensibly from the outside, nothing. They're another version of a ship that Hanwha makes, which is the most sophisticated in the world. But what we are able to do is we reach out to our R&D departments, we talk to our supply chain planning teams, and we see what is the best practice of the next generation, whether that's new air lubrication systems, new shaft generator technologies, perhaps one day new containment system technologies on LNG carriers. These are all things that started here in Busan area that we will then develop into the world, into Philadelphia. Now, it's a bit more of a discrete example, but there has not been many merchant vessels ordered in the United States. But because of the capability endowments that started here in Korea, that Hanwha invested into the USA, we were comfortable to order those next generation MR tankers that will be economic, that will have smart systems on them, that will be able to track their carbon dioxide emissions, that will be able to run in a sophisticated next generation manner. So we do it robustly and wholesomely, and we really reach across every aspect of Hanwha. Now, we spoke of LPG and ethane. We have a lot of very interesting projects coming up, mostly around the supply chains into Korea. That's one of our passions, is really how can we make certain that the future of energy transportation or petrochemical transportation is secured by robustness of operations. That's one of our missions. And so we stand by that mission that what need be brought to Korea or from Korea into the future, you have Hanwha Shipping as a partner.
Can I just ask, I mean, these vessels, I mean, are they unique to Hanwha Shipping, or are other ship owners building or looking to build or have access to that same technology?
Of course, the systems that we have at Hanwha Ocean and at Hanwha Marine Solutions and Digital Solutions, they're available to every ship owner who comes to Hanwha. But oftentimes, that next generation technology, it takes a first mover need. We must try it out. We must work through the insurance and the warranties of the export system. We must make sure that if we are willing to put our Hanwha name on it, that it's robust, capable, and reliable. That safety standard is paramount. So we will try it. We will make sure it works. And then when you come to Hanwha Ocean, you'll know. You'll have that validation. You'll have that track record from us.
So you're quite a pioneer, actually.
We hope to be.
Thank you. Mr. Park, I mean, how does the Hanwha Shipping focus on these new technology ships match with K-Sure's strategy of next generation technology?
I personally think it's a kind of perfect match that Hanwha Ocean and Hanwha Shipping or Hanwha Shipyard, their goal is to transform into a digitalized one. And eco-friendly is also a kind of commitment. And as a government-owned entity, K-Sure is also committed to support more eco-friendly projects. And the one big industry for the Korean new government is AI industry. And the Korean shipbuilders also take into account considering adaptation of AI to their shipbuilding process. And we, K-Sure, also encouraging them to adapt more. So in this business group, we also covers AI industry. So we are trying to find a good example of merging AI industry into shipbuilding industry. And we are also hope the ship owners or the ship liners to adopt more AI or kind of autonomous sailing technology into their business. So we are completely in line with Hanwha Oceans or the current trends of the shipping industries as well. Yeah.
Which is also quite pioneering from the point of view of the financier, I think, to be willing to support these new, to some degree, untested technologies.
Yeah, we already introduced some kind of preferred financing terms for those new technology involved project. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Mr. Lynch, again, I mean, you mentioned Philly Shipyard a while ago. This was acquired in 2024 to build out a US presence and integrate advanced technology into operations. And this enables, as you mentioned, Hanwha Shipping to connect the great capabilities of maritime in Korea to the needs of affiliated companies in the US. Can you please tell us about that initiative, the integration of Korean shipping experience and the US opportunity, and how you see that business growing?
Yeah, well, certainly it's a tremendous day for this question. Now, I myself am a proud American, but the heritage of our firm is uniquely Korean. And we're ultimately proud of that capability. Hanwha has been a part of the Korean commercial enterprise for many years, and recently, with the acquisition of DSME, has embarked upon a journey to be invested significantly in maritime. Hanwha Shipping represented exactly that last year as well. Really, how does the shipping entity work as the connective tissue between Hanwha Ocean, Marine Solutions, Digital Solutions, and Philadelphia? Well, we do that through our enterprise. Now, we ordered ships in Philadelphia this past summer. We were very proud to take a 10-ship MR tanker order that represents the next generation of Korean economic vessels. Now, that sounds simple enough when you sit here in Busan and you think about the tremendous shipyards here in Korea building the sophisticated eco-design vessels. But it's difficult in America where ship orders are not nearly as frequent. So what we decided to do, we stood up and said, we must support our affiliates. We must initiate a reason to transfer these capabilities to the United States. Now that's purely for operational and investment support capabilities. You know, policy is great, trade agreements are tremendous, and we look forward to seeing what happens with them all. But we did this because we're proud of this investment. We're proud to be the hallmark of Korean capabilities in America. And we look forward to being that for many years to come. So I would encourage anybody who has a question or wants to see the capability of Korea in America, our ship designs and our ship orders of our MR tankers, they represent exactly that. And we're so proud of it.
Thank you. And Mr. Park, I mean, are there ways which K-SURE can contribute and play a role in the expansion of the Korea-US cooperation?
Before I answer that question, K-SURE is, as I said, a state-owned enterprise, and we are committed to comply with the Korean governmental strategies. On top of that, actually we are in close discussions with 3 major Korean shipbuilding companies since the launch of the Korea-US trade talks starts. And for K-SURE side, we operating 2 US offices, which was in New York, the other one is LA. And this year, from the insight of our president, CEO, Mr. Jang, we launched a Washington, D.C. office this year. It was the first quarter. And coincidentally, there has been a big discussions started after the new government launched. So our Washington, D.C. office is actively coordinates K-SURE's role to help Korea-US trade talks. And besides, I heard that there are lots of people trying to help. Luckily, the Masca project is settled last night. So there are lots of people have been working to facilitate Korean shipbuilding companies or ship liners to be more flexible to apply or to enter U.S. maritime industries. And I believe they will get some kind of result from their efforts. As we have lots of bankers and lawyers here as well, they are also trying to help those kind of reducing the U.S.-only regulations in the U.S. maritime industry sector. Yeah, and we will continue. Since it's just a kind of start from today, we until yesterday we are not allowed to discuss this Masca project in public. Because the government doesn't want us to ruin the trade talks between the countries. So from today, we can talk more freely, and I guess there will be a very profitable and beneficial for both US and Korea as well. Program will be launched soon. Yeah, we will be prepared for that.
Exactly. Yeah, Masca is a new one for me, I must say. So it's extremely exciting. So I think we'll close. But just to close, I mean, right at the beginning, we said we're operating in extremely interesting times. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of it presents challenges, but a lot of it presents opportunities. There are meetings taking place only 2 hours from here. Between President Trump and President Xi and all the Asian leaders, and we expect good things to come out of those meetings. So, Mr. Lynch, maybe I can ask you first of all, just in some closing remarks. I mean, where do you see your business going and the shipping industry going in the next few years?
I think there's two ways. So first, I think our business is reliant on the capabilities that exist right here in this room. And so we are encouraged to sit here amongst you all, and we have the honor, of course, to sit on stage, but to understand what starts here will change the next generation of maritime, whether it's the financial transformation of credit structures, insurance structures, or if it's new technology coming out of the universities or coming out of the shipyard itself. It all starts here, and this package and the policy and the trade agreements, they rely on the Korean expertise. And so that's what we're so proud of, and I know our business will only grow. Shipping needs to sort of look to the future, adopt technology, adopt environmental efficiency, but deploy robustness. And that's what I think we're so empowered here in Korea to build. So what does the future hold? I don't know, but I'm very optimistic about it.
Thank you. Mr. Park, please.
Actually, frankly speaking, I don't have any future prospects, but I believe that the most harsh period, as we all know that shipbuilding or maritime business is a typical cyclical business, but Korean shipbuilders have survived from the most harsh conditions maybe 10 years ago, and currently they are operating very well, so they might have more capacity to accommodate a future the ups and downs. So maybe in next 5 to 10 years there'll be more competitive ones. I believe U.S. will not allow China to build more ships to their countries. So I hope that policy maintained for at least a decades. Yeah, that's my perspective. Thank you.
Very good. Mr. Park, Mr. Lynch, it was a pleasure for me to interview you today. Thank you very much. Thank you.